Right, 5 February 2024, and today I've got an interesting list of stories to go through, and this is to do with, obviously, as I always start, what is happening in the CCC or the party of Nelson Chamisa now that a new political party has been formed. So I'm going to run down through about 20 stories, so I have to be very, very quick because we've got a lot to cover here. So firstly, Nelson Chamisa has now launched his political party. Remember I said he was forming a movement, but it now appears to be a political party. So you can look at this here, what happened this weekend. Nelson Chamisa has now formed a party, and it appears that we now have structures. So structures are being formed by Ostalos and Chibaya. So I'm a bit concerned that we have the same people that were in the CCC. I thought Nelson Chamisa was going to do something different, but it appears like Chamisa is doing the same thing. He's going to be using the same people that were in the CCC to form his new political party, and it's not going to be a movement. It is going to be a political party, but now we are seeing clearly what is happening here. It's a new political party, and I'll eventually play you a video now in a few seconds of what Chamisa people who were there on the ground were saying about the party. They use the word party, they not use the word movement. So Nelson Chamisa definitely forming a political party. But I want to start with his tweets, as I usually do. He tweeted yesterday, and this was rest in power. Let's look at it here. Rest in power, beloved Tower of Africa, His Excellency Dr. H.G. Gengo, President of the Republic of Namibia. You saved Africa, Namibia, and the people with humility and distinctions. Sleep easy and rest in power, African giant. My sincere condolences to the people of Namibia and the entire Gengo family. Strength to first lead Namibia, Kolonda Monica, NAM presidency. So this is Nelson Chamisa. He did give condolences to President for the death of President Gengo. You can see that he shared the picture here of himself with the president, and that is something very, very interesting. He died of cancer. President Gengo died of cancer. The night before, there was an announcement that was made there, and people were expecting and already well informed about the possibility of the death of the president. He was 82 years old when he died. So that's Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa also tweeted about Temba Gorimbo. Temba Gorimbo is our boy from Bikita. So our boy from Bikita, he did win this weekend. So there was a tweet by Nelson Chamisa. So 2 tweets from Nelson Chamisa this week. And then there was a tweet by Promise Mkananzi, where he denied being a member of the CIO. So those are the tweets from the CCC. Now let's go to the video. As I said to you, a party has been formed, a political party, and Ostalos has explained that it is a political party. And let me just take you through what he said. Ostalos is saying this is basically against, so I don't know what I'm displaying now. I'm displaying something. So I need to find ways of getting rid of whatever I'm displaying, but I'll do that soon. So let's go into the presentation. I want to show Ostalos speaking here. Let's see Ostalos speaking. So this is Ostalos at the launch of the political party. It is a political party. He said the word party. So let's go into it.
Vice President, Secretary General,
right, did you hear that? They have retained the old positions of vice president. They have gone on social media and said they're vice president. There are no such position in Chamisa's new political party. So if you don't understand, Shona, this is what Ostalos has just said here. There is no such party in Chamisa's new political party.
We have taken our struggle backwards. Yesterday, my elections, ZANU have 2 thirds. nevanhu vari kuti isu vaifunga kuti Chamisa tomufosa kuti kamborikwela 1-2 Chamisa utatipa zvigaro. Haisi pati yezvigaro inwe. Struggle yedu, we are very clear kwatiri kuenda. When you hit us, we are going to hit back. Atimiri isusu, we fear nothing. Isusu atityi.
Right, so very, very interesting, Provostalos, and that will take us to the picture. So, guys, I don't know what I'm displaying here, and yeah, I managed to get it off. So, the biggest problem that we have right now is that we are forming political parties and taking the old problems to the new political party, and without addressing what is the issue. So I want you to look at that picture of the launch. This is exactly what happened when we launched the CCC, or when Naostalos and Chamisa launched the CCC. The difference is that during the launch of the CCC, we had Fadzai Mahere. She was very experienced. She was a branding specialist, and she sort of pushed the CCC to a different level. What we have with the new setup that is there, right now we are missing Promise Mkwananzi. Karemi got boycotted, and you have got Shibaya and Ostalos in the mix. So you basically have a faction now that is gone, and you are going to have a resistance from the rest of the other guys. So the factionalism is going to follow you. And to make matters worse, you now have people in parliament that are no longer part of your setup. And this is where the complication is. Chamisa has to maneuver here. He needs a communication specialist, one. Then he needs a relationship building specialist, someone who's going to build relationships, not just with the grassroots, but with the top. Because slowly, it's starting to appear as if Chamisa cannot work with some of these people that he worked with in the past. And I don't think this is clear now to most people, but it will eventually become clear. He will be able to get all the grassroots to follow him. But the division is very, very clear. There's going to be a lot of division. Something has to be done. Chamisa has to deal with this issue. You cannot just take it and say, I'm going to run with it by myself. Also, as I said yesterday, a movement cannot give you political power. So if you want to get political power, you have to get influence. That means you have to have a political party. You have to be in parliament, which means Chamisa now has to start contesting elections. If there's any recourse, Chamisa has to contest those under his new party. We need to see if he can win an election. That is the biggest challenge. If Chamisa was to lose a by-election, the next by-election, which is held, or if he doesn't contest, it's game over for this new political party. ZANU-PF is going to totally capitalize on this thing. And now we got to what Ostalos was saying. It's true. ZANU-PF has taken 2/3 majority. All the MPs were lost by the CCC this weekend. ZANU-PF now has 190 seats out of 280. They also won 20 out of 23 wards in the by-election that was held this weekend. A disastrous by-election that was held this weekend. Then I want to go to the next story. So obviously I'm going to handle this a lot more. We're going to be talking about this a lot. This new party by Nelson Chamisa. It is a political party. So don't confuse it. People who in CCC, you are not in Chamisa's new party. Ostalo slammed the MPs, the councillors and senators, and says you're power hungry. You can go and watch that clip on YouTube. Just type Ostalos Mutare, then you'll see the clip. It's only about 2 minutes that is there. But the party has been launched. This is it. Nelson Chamisa has formed the party. I don't know what is that at the bottom there. I do not see it clearly, but we will eventually know what Chamisa is going to call this political party. We're going to eventually know who is going to be in the leadership structures, because you can see that there is a Mutare province, which means he's going to form structures. And if he doesn't form structures, it's disaster. There is going to be a disaster if there are no structures. You need to see who is clearly at the top, who is vice president, and so forth. But Ostalo says, party of Chamisa, amuna jigaro, which means there's no structure in Chamisa's party. this is going to be extremely interesting to watch and see what is going to happen here. Then I want to go to Job Sikhala. Job Sikhala was in Bulawayo this weekend, and he went to Prophet Blessing Jesus Church with his wife. They went there and they got prayers. Then he spoke on the stage. So I'm going to play for you the clip of Job Sikhala on the stage.
Years, war is suspended and asked me to go back home on the 30th of January 2024. Unexpected from me. The word that has been prophesied by the true prophet of God, Prophet Dr. Blessing Jesus. These two prophets that Zimbabwe must pray for me on the month of January, because God is something miraculous to do come to pass. There is no any work. The whole world has lost hope in that I was going to come out. But when the Spirit speaks out through these two prophets, it came to pass on the 30th of January. On the right edge of the month of January.
Right. So very interesting. I was watching the exchange between Prophet Chiza and Job Sikhala and the wife. So they were kneeling, and Prophet Chiza said Sikhala had 3 dreams, and he was going to interpret the 3 dreams for Job Sikhala. And he also said God had told Job Sikhala not to wear suits, but to wear Mandela shirts. About that interesting Mandela shirts. And also, as you can hear, Job Sikhala said God has a plan for him to do something. And I agree that Job Sikhala is going to play a significant part in Zimbabwean politics. I want you to understand that Nelson Chamisa is very popular. But I've always said that the biggest problem that Chamisa has had, why he has not become president in the past 2 elections, is the failure to understand input that is coming from very prominent people, international organizations, and so forth. So when I'm sitting here and I'm talking, and Chamisa is watching me, his people have got no way of recording what people are saying to him. So what they do is, when they get information, they don't know how to use it. ZANU-PF has got a whole superstructure who only deal with information. If you ask them what Gambako said in 3 months ago, they can take it out of a far and tell you. They deal with information. They anticipate what's going to happen. Whereas in Chamisa's case, he's got no admin or people who deal with general environment. What is happening in the environment? And how do we need to use that information so that we can craft our strategy? Remember what I said about the survey. When you have a survey, it's a piece of information that you can use to make decisions. So right now, if you ask Chamisa, what does the latest survey from, let's say, EU say about Chamisa, they probably don't know. If you ask them what is the Afrobarometer survey for this month says, they probably don't know. So when they make decisions, they do not understand what the general followers are thinking. So when Chamisa quits, they must do a survey to say, what does the populace think? And then make a decision based on that. When they want to form a political party, before they do so, they must then go back and carry out another survey. I don't know how they can do it. It's very easy these days. Ask people, ask the chairpersons and so forth, and end up with a structured survey which says, this is what our people think. Right now, what is the diaspora thinking about what Chamisa has done, and what is the reaction? Those are the important things that Nelson Chamisa needs to understand about structure. The structure doesn't mean a province and so forth. The structure is at the top. So that is where you need to have a structure. You can't have a structure at the bottom. A strong organization has a strong structure at the top. And this is where Nelson Chamisa needs to go. We cannot start with launching in Mutare. The next time we see Chamisa, if he's launching a political party, we need to see him launching his leadership team. And that leadership team will then give confidence to the people. And we need a diaspora structure. Remember, Chamisa is very strong in the diaspora. I've been saying this for a very, very long time. Ostalos is fine. Chibaya is fine. Whoever is there is fine. But they will not take Chamisa to the presidency. The presidency is a very, very big position that requires people who are seasoned. Remember the caliber of Tendai BT, the caliber of Ngube, the caliber of Mahere. Those people, you don't have them right now. You need that caliber of people near Chamisa who can sit in a meeting with an international organization and answer questions and make decisions when Chamisa is not there. You need someone who can talk on economic policy, foreign policy, strategy. All those things are needed. And we don't need them everywhere. Also, the party of Nelson Chamisa must be in our face every single day. That is what you need to succeed. And that is required. It's not just yes men that you need around you. It's also other people that can challenge you and bring you to a point that when you are in a meeting with people, they can say, okay, we're dealing with a group of serious people here. That is what is required for the CCC. The next story is EU has extended sanctions on Zimbabwe. More sanctions have been heaped on Zimbabwe over the rigged election. Wikne Chivayo has won his case against Zesa. So they're going to have to pay him 33 million, which was the profit that he was supposed to make from that deal. I've asked our robot to read the full judgment. Is 1 hour and 40 minutes. Please go and have a look at the judgment in the Wikne case. When you look at that judgment, you understand what is wrong with our government. The guys in government caused Zesa to fail to fulfill their terms and conditions to Wikne, resulting in him winning. And I think you should also realize that Louis Uriri, I think it's a lawyer called Louis Uriri. I don't know about the first name there. I know that Uriri is in there. Let's see what he's called here. Uriri. He was the lawyer that represented Chivayo. Yes, he's called Dr. Louis Uriri, a Zimbabwe lawyer practicing as an advocate, also from Nangagwa. He was the representative of Wikne Chivayo, and Manasseh was the representative of Zesa. The appeal came about because they lost the first court case in January, and now they're trying to appeal the judgment of 25 million or the award of damages of 25 million. Very, very interesting case. Go in there and understand what's going on. The kind of blunders that are being made at the parastatal level are very damaging to our country. Then we have the next story. USAID has employed interns. So I want to show you the interns that they employed here. USAID is doing a great job in Zimbabwe, especially in the area of feeding people and healthcare and all that. So they've shared here a group of interns that they employed. Let me see if I can find that picture. There, that is our guys there, employed as interns by the USAID. You can go and look at the Twitter at US Embassy Harare. Very smart. They're doing a good job. I hope that we see more. People are getting paid right now in the rural areas, pensioners and getting food hampers and stuff. So those are the things that are happening in Zimbabwe. Then in terms of, there is a young lady called, a platinum FM DJ called Tandeka Chitombo. She's been arrested for masquerading as a CIO agent in Chinoy. Then we have, let me look at another story here. Right, I think the last story we're going to deal with here is our fundraiser. So Gambako Media is going to be building a head office in Harare, and we're going to be launching our fundraising campaign. We need to raise 200,000 US dollars. I need you guys to assist. So we're going to be coming to everyone to get help, but also be going to corporates. We're also going to be going to other international organizations. So if you want to be helping us with that, let me know. So let me now wrap this up and go back to a recap. Nelson Chamisa has formed this political party. He's now launched Mutare with Gift of Salo Siziva and Amos Chibaya. And this is going to be a beginning of something that we're going to be discussing here day in and day out for the next 5 years. So you can almost guarantee that I'm going to be talking about the new political party, whatever they call it, here on a daily basis. Nelson Chamisa is a very good, what can I say, crowd puller among his own supporters. But now we need this to be bigger. And to be bigger, you need that top structure. This is what I've been saying here. Let's deal with the top structure. Nelson Chamisa needs assistance at the top. He needs a board-like structure. So some people who are so strong that when they enter a room, they enter with their own people. We don't want people who just come with no people. And currently, the people that we have around Chamisa are people that do not have other people. And I also forgot to say, Highlanders elected the new chairman, which is Mr. Kenneth Mhlope. I had forgotten about the elections this weekend. So Chamisa, that is where he needs to focus. He needs to focus on creating a leadership team now that his political party has been formed. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. As soon as we have more detail on this political party, we're going to be letting you know. Now, let me quickly look at the comments, and then we'll shut this down. Tatena says, please take advisor role and advise Chamisa on what he must do to be effective. The biggest challenge with working with someone like me is that if you look at what I do, which is media, and what Chamisa does, which is politics, that means I'll have to leave media if I'm going to work with Chamisa. And Chamisa has to pay. if that is going to happen, that means Chamisa will have to pay a lot. It's not free. It won't be free for someone like me to work with Chamisa. Similarly, if Chamisa is going to work with people who are in the diaspora and say, come to Zimbabwe and work with me, he has to pay. So does he have the money? Does he have the funds to get those people to work with him? Then thank you. I was just thinking the same. Chamisa left CC because of the same people that Kambako was mentioned here. I don't understand. It's journalists. So let's see what he's saying. What are the old problems now, Kambako? You just want Chamisa to go back and net sellouts. That's not going to happen, my brother. Chamisa can contest tomorrow. You win. I don't know why you can't say that. Okay, I just explained myself. Tendabiti and Washman Ngube and so forth and Job Sikhala, they are not sellouts. So let's agree that they're not sellouts. There is a disagreement, but they're not sellouts. And I'll be unpacking this as we go on. I know that many people think Chamisa can do it alone, but he can't. There is no country where one person can win an election. Look at Malema; he's got such a strong team, and they disagree. There are even people who are in Malema's leadership team who say they'll contest him, and he said they must contest me. You see, so do not think that everyone must agree every day. And this is where I'm saying, let's keep on talking about these kind of things. The truth is that Chamisa will need a leadership structure. And that leadership structure must be able to articulate issues. So articulate the position of the new party, articulate the direction, and represent Chamisa in places where he cannot be, especially the diaspora, so that the CCC becomes strong. At the moment, currently, they have destroyed all the international structures. The only thing that they have is WhatsApp groups. So they used to have rallies in the UK. You know, Chamisa went there. This time around, there's nothing. So in this time in between, this is where Chamisa needs to be very strong in the diaspora. Going over there to the diaspora, raising funds, meeting international leaders. And he needs a full-time team, people who stand there and only do the CCC. So you saw what was happening with Father Emma. She would run to court, then she'll come back, she'll go here and there. Mpananzi is there, but I don't see him every day. Similarly, with Ostalos. Ostalos has to go to court. So we need people that are working as a central core of this new political party that Chamisa has formed, and make sure that it works. And then the issue of Chabangu is very sad because remember, Chabangu has lost the 2/3 majority. It's handed the 2/3 majority to ZANU-PF, and now we're going to have Mnangagwa 4th term. No, not 3rd term, 4th term. ED said we're going to be there by 2030. This is now a reality. They are going to amend the constitution, and they're going to make sure that they have that fourth term from Mnangagwa, and Chamisa can only come in way later. And the issue of General Chiwenga now falls by the side, because if Mnangagwa is going to be the president in the next election and the next election, then the only thing left is other means, not the elections. Right, I think this is it for today, and I would like to thank you everyone for watching, and please support our fundraising campaign. When we launch it, we're going to be doing a lot of different things. We're trying to raise $200,000 so that we can have our head office in Harare. I'll provide more details on what we're planning to do over there and how it's going to work. It's going to benefit everyone here so that our media can grow in Zimbabwe. As you know, Kambakwe Media is responsible for over 20 YouTube channels that are right now on YouTube. Guys who have come from a mentorship or from working at Kambakwe Media, and we want those guys to grow bigger, and this head office is part of that strategy of what we want to do. Thank you very much everyone for watching, and a good day.